Home sweet home, Arizona. So one of the questions I'm asked periodically is, what's my favorite state or what's my favorite place? That's a pretty fair question to ask someone who's a full-time traveler, a nomad. Now, of course, some people are snowbirds. They go between two places. I do migrate between Arizona and Wyoming in the summer and winter, but I also go a lot of other places as well. I've been to all 48 of the continental U.S. states at least once, most of them multiple times, and so I've been around a lot, and so people ask, what's your favorite place? I've always kind of hedged on that in the past and maybe listed a few options that were among my favorites, but I've kind of settled on a single favorite, at least for now. I may change my mind, but at least for now I've settled on a single favorite. That's Arizona. Now, I came into Arizona yesterday, came down from southern Utah, and as soon as I crossed the state line, you're just kind of like, kind of that feeling of being home. I've been coming to Arizona for several years now, and the whole time I've been coming here, I always think, I really like this and it feels kind of homey. So I come down here and I made it to northern Arizona last night. I'm camped in a huge ponderosa pine forest. Unfortunately, if you're maybe hearing some background noise right now, I'm not too far from a highway right now, so that may pick up and we can hear some highway noise here. I don't hear it when I'm in the car, but I do hear it outside, unfortunately. So hopefully that's not too distracting if you can hear that in the background. I was out to record this in the car. So I'm in Arizona. Deborah will be coming down to join me soon. She's taking care of taking care of herself, getting some rest, and stopping to see a few things along the way. But for now, I'm down here. And I really love Arizona since I've been coming down for several years now. Part of that's the diversity. There's so many different between desert and ponderosa pine forest. You have mountains and you have flat desert. You have elevation differences from just a few hundred feet above sea level down along the Colorado River in the desert up to Flagstaff areas over 7,000 feet, and you can get up over 8,000 feet up around Mount Humphreys along the Mogollon Rim. So there's a lot of variety here, which makes it really attractive and appealing to nomads or to people who travel. There's also a lot of great free dispersed camping and inexpensive camping around Arizona, and there's also a number of places where you can get inexpensive rent if you want to get an RV park or an RV site or something like that for an extended period of time, even if you only use a part of the year. That's pretty affordable. There are also a lot of infrastructure things, just like being able to, in much of the state, there's like kiosks everywhere you can usually get water at. So something as routine as getting water is easier here than in some other places. You have to bring your jugs into a grocery store, hope their machines work, and it can be a minor hassle. Not a big deal, but it's just one of those things that makes us feel a little bit more comfortable and convenient for RVers and nomads and travelers. Another thing about Arizona that's a little different from some of the other places I go is that there's a lot of camping opportunities close to good-sized cities or towns that have decent services. So if you need to get mail or packages shipped in, if you need to access public Wi-Fi like at a library, if you need to find a Walmart or some other bigger store to get groceries, if you need solar equipment or solar supplies, there are a number of stores in Arizona that sell solar things, so you don't have to order them online if you don't want to go that route, if you want to be able to look at what you're buying and pick it up in person and save the shipping costs or whatever. So there's just a lot of advantages to Arizona for people who travel. It's also just a really beautiful state and really diverse, and I appreciated that even before I was on the road full time when I came down here, and I just really enjoyed how varied it was and how beautiful it is. Of course, people tend to think of Arizona as being like really, really hot, and it is hot in the desert part, almost unbearably hot, I think, in the summer. You can have 120 degrees along the I-10 corridor and some places like that, from Phoenix all the way over to Quartzsite. But, there's also a place you can go and get some elevation and be comfortable. So it's not all that hot. It's actually quite comfortable up in some of the higher elevations during the summer. So there's really just a lot of variety here. It has its downsides like every state does. The taxes are kind of high here. They have a sales tax and an income tax. Up in Wyoming, we have a sales tax several percentage points lower than Arizona's sales tax, but we don't have any state income tax. So that is a consideration in Arizona. There's always things that aren't ideal in any state, but all around, I think I've settled on thinking Arizona is probably my favorite state of the 48 I've visited so far. So that's my take. For those who've been wondering, I do get asked that question routinely. So that's, at least for now, I'm going to say Arizona. I may change my mind in the future, but for now, I'm loving Arizona pretty well, and I'm down here for a bit. I'll be here off and on throughout the winter now. I got some travel I need to be doing. The trip to Nevada planned and some other things as well. But this will be kind of the base, more or less, for a good part of the winter. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed already, consider hitting the subscribe button and then ringing the little bell that pops up next to the subscribe button after you subscribe. That'll allow you to hopefully be notified whenever I publish new videos here. If you think any of your friends or family may enjoy this video as well, please consider sharing it on social media. And finally, maybe consider leaving a comment. Let me know what you think your favorite state is, or where your favorite area in the country is, if you had to pick just one. Thanks for joining this video, everybody, and we'll see you in the next one.